This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, then I wanted to give this one for marital status, one for yes, okay, and two for no. Okay, all right. Okay, then left or right doesn't matter. You can ignore that. What is more important is it in the form of nominal or not? Again, income class, you can see that though they have given this poor or rich, there are only three income class. That is lower middle class, and upper middle class. So I prefer to give only three classes. So one is that one indicate that lower middle class, lower middle class, and second one indicate that it is middle class. Hope you all are following along with me. And third one indicate that it is upper middle class, upper middle class, lower middle class, and upper middle class. Okay, here this is also in the form of nominal. Now here, COVID vaccine, it is actually in the form of numeric one. I need not give any kind of values for it. So click on OK. So COVID vaccine, what it is, pre, okay. Have you taken, okay, this is about, okay, have you taken, this is one is, one indicate that it is yes, to indicate that it is no. Look at it. Hmm, here it is not accepting. Here, let us not change the string. Just a moment. One for lower. It will take some time, but it is worth investing this time. Lower middle class. You can also do parallelly from your end. If anybody is done, you can let me know about it. Middle class. Second one is that middle class, and third one is upper middle class. COVID vaccine, yes, almost everybody has taken the vaccine. Okay, all of them have mentioned it as yes. Okay, so I can leave it, not a problem. Then the other one is confidence before taking vaccine. Was the level of confidence. So it is, we have captured in the form of 1 to 7. That also I need not to disturb it because it is in the form of numeric. Of course, I need to change this value as ordinal because I have captured in the form of 1 to 7. Right? So this also captured in the form of 1 to 7, and life satisfaction again 1 to 7 rating I have captured. So all those things I'm choosing this ordinal as the choice for my data analysis. All right. So if you can come here, yeah, wait a moment. Let me say this. Survey. Okay. So if I'm changing, I should be able to change. Wait. For some reason it is not accepting. Wait. Okay, I put it in the form of reverse. Okay. Okay, we can change it later on, not a problem. So now what is more important here is, are you all on the same page, sir? Anybody is having any doubt? So now what we have done is that we have specified the characteristics of the cell. Now here you can see that, as I have already told you, that some of the participants, they have not filled, okay, they have not filled the age. You can see here, some of them, they have not filled that height, okay, weight. These are all some of them, they have mentioned it as 63,000 or not for some reason. So this data what I am having, it is having some missing value, and as well as it is having some values which is beyond the particular range. Now how do I handle this? For this, I have to go to something like analyze, descriptive statistics, and frequency. We go to frequency, choose all the options. Okay, you can choose any one, and you press Control A and bring all the option towards the box which is towards the right hand side. If you bring towards the right hand side, that means that I am ready for analysis. Now go to this statistics, choose whatever option that you wanted to choose. Okay, now here you can, I don't want to choose anything, right? So I would like to get the options by default. So click on OK. So once you click on OK, you will be able to find a kind of data. This is the kind of data. Now this value that I have got is very much important. Now this will tell you what are all the missing values which is available in which question. Now are you all on the same page, sir? Anybody has missed anything?
No, sir, we are on the same page.
You are on the same page, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
You are on the same page? Yes. So now whatever that we have done till now is very, very simple. What I have done was I have just downloaded that Excel and I have opened Excel in the form of SPSS, and in the data view I have mentioned whether it is a nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio, what exactly it is. That's what I have done. I have not done anything extra. And then I am interested in figuring out what are all the questions are having missing values. To figure out what are the questions which are having missing values, I went for the option of, you know, analyze, descriptive statistics, and frequency. This is the first step to ensure that my data is clean. So once you've got the output, look at the first table. No need to look at any other table. Look at the first table. If you look at the first table, you can see that age is having one missing value, height is having three missing value, weight is having two missing value. Look at the other values. Other values are not having any missing values. So what I have to do is I have to do something about it. That means I have to do something about this age, height. That means one respondent has not mentioned the age. Three respondent has not mentioned their height. Two respondent has not mentioned their weight. Now let us see that. Let us see that whether what exactly has happened. Now, if you look at this age, if you look at the age, you can see that the 23rd, okay, the 23rd participant, they have not mentioned the age. Now, what do I have to do? Is there any solution for it? Can I delete the response of this participant just because he has not mentioned the age? Is it the right approach? Can I delete the entire response of this respondent,
No, no,
23rd
no.
respondent, just because he has, yes? Why? Because he might have given such a valuable information. Because for me, data is money. In fact, when I was doing PhD, I contacted one data collection agency, and where I have asked them like how much you charge for collecting data from one participant. You believe me or not, they charge something around 1,300 rupees when I was doing PhD. So if at all you wanted to get a sample of say 100, so they were actually quoting me 1.3 lakh. So that means this is the value of the data what I'm having. So I can't just like that, delete just because somebody has not mentioned the age. Rather, I can have two different kind of approach. One approach is that I can take mean. I can take mean. Look at the average age. Look at the average age. What is the average age? You come down, you can see that what is the average age is age. Okay, take the average. Where it is. No, I think I have to go for this descriptive statistics. Right. So I can go for this. Me choose this mean. Okay. Let me. Yeah, same one with some extra. So now here age is having 1. Now I'm going for the average. What is the average of this age? 1 minute. Yes, here it is. You can see that average age is 31.41. Now here, it really makes some sense for me to give the ages 31. Okay, so that means I'm not having any bias. We have participants who are of 41 years of age, 48 years of age. The reason why I have given 31 is that I have chosen the option of mean. Okay, so in that way I can handle this missing data. Another one which I found was there were 3 missing data in height, which is in centimeter. Here also I can look for mean. So what is the mean here? Here the mean is 141.34. Either I can give 141.34 for all the 3 blanks. Otherwise, other way of we doing is you can take the preceding and the succeeding value and take the average of it. What is the average of this preceding and succeeding value is? Okay, here it is 158 point. Okay, here it is 158 plus 153 divided by 2, which comes 155. So I can give 155. All right. So uh, here you can give. Okay, here there is a problem because you don't have any preceding or succeeding value. So in this case, I would prefer to give everybody, you can give this 155 here, all right, and then I can give the average of 141.34, 141.34, not 34, it will not accept. So here 140. But in this way, I have handled the missing value of height. When it comes to weight, you can see that weight is also not having 1 lakh. So the option is either you can go for average. Average of weight is there's having some confusion is there because some of them they have not reported it properly because of the confusion in the questionnaire. The easier way is that take the average of the preceding and succeeding value, that is 70 and 62. What it is, that is 70 plus 62 divided by 2, which is 66. Okay, 66. Why I didn't go for mean is that because the 63,000 and 65,000, it is actually giving me a different result altogether. That's the reason why I have not chosen it. Here also, I can take the 45 and 71 and take the average of it. So there has to be some logic. That's it. Okay, there has to be, because it is not having any succeeding value. I'm choosing this. Oh my God, sorry. 31 plus 45 divided by 2, 58. So I can give the age as 58. All right. Now, once you have done with this, I'll save this. And again, I'm rerunning the test to check out is there any missing value is there. Click on OK. Now, again, once again, look at this one. You don't find any missing value. age 0, height 0, weight 0, gender, marital status, income, everything. Okay, so there is no missing value. Now again, now here the problem is can I start doing my analysis? I have handled the missing value. There's no confusion. Can I start the analysis, sir or ma'am? Or is there anything that I have to take care of it? Is my data clean? Have I cleaned the data?
Sir, one more, sir.
No. What is the problem here? No, something is there. What is that
Sir,
something? Something which needs to be done. Which one? There is a problem here.
Sir, at the time of
Somebody has given the height of 6 centimeter. 6, 5, 63,000, right?
yes, sir.
Now, this is also a part of data cleaning. So data cleaning involves handling missing data and handling the outlier. Now, first of all, we need to have an understanding of about outlier. Outlier is what? Something like an odd man. Now, we have some 21 participants. Of course, all these 21 participants, they may be from India, right? Let's say that if one participant is from Harvard Business School, that is outlier. So it is up to us whether to consider them as a part of the study or not to consider them. The choice is ours. Similarly, let's say that you are trying to find out the average income of Mumbaiites. There, their Mukesh Ambani income would be the outlier. So if you are including Mukesh Ambani income or his wealth, then the data what you are getting will be completely different. So it is up to us whether you wanted to include or not to include the outlier. The choice is with us. Now in this case, it seems as though because of the question what I have asked, or maybe because of some typographical error, people have given a different kind of response. And normally this type of outlier, it will come the moment you are giving open-ended question. Now, if you can recollect what type of questions that we have collected the question, especially height and weight. Okay, it is in the form of open-ended questions. Look at this. It is actually open-ended question. We didn't have any problem in terms of outlier for this type of closed-ended question. The moment I started asking open-ended question, people were a little bit confused on what options that we need to give. That's the reason why we do get this type of outlier. It is very, very common. And remember, you will get a similar kind of result in your data analysis also, right? Now, how do I have to filter these outliers? For this, I have to go to analyze, okay, descriptive statistics, go for the option of descriptives. Go for the option of descriptives. Now here, I don't want to choose all the options. Why I don't want to choose all the options is, some options which are closed-ended, you are not giving the choice for the customers to type whatever they want. So the chances of they coming up with a typographical error is very, very minimal. So I'm going to choose only those open-ended questions. So choose this and click on options. All right. Now mean, standard deviation, minimax, all those things are fine. All right. Click on OK. So click on OK. Let me check. 1 minute. This 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, just give me a moment. Once again, I will rerun the test. Okay, now through this option, I'm not able to find out the outlier. I'll go to a very powerful test. Go for this one, analyze, descriptive statistics, and explore. Okay, ADE. ADE. Choose only those open-ended questions, age, height, and weight. Bring towards the dependent option. Statistics, yes, here is the option. So it is in explore, analyze, explore. Okay, choose these outliers. plots we have to do right now, right? Options, click on OK. So right now I'm interested in identifying what are all the outliers and how do I have to handle those outliers. We'll not to get into all those things. So right now I'm interested in finding out what is the outlier in age, what is the outlier in height, and what is the outlier in weight. Do I have to remove it? In case if I'm removing it, what is the option that I need to go for it? Now, if you can look at this age, you can see that is there any outlier that we have in age? No, there's no outlier. But there's a way that you have to understand this box plot. So through box plot, you will be able to find out which is the outlier. So now in the box plot, you find this middle line. So this middle line is what we call it as median value. Okay. And this, the line which is vertical, which we call it as viscous, right? So now this is quartile 1 and this is quartile 3. So 25% of the data will be falling below quartile 1 and 75% of the data will fall below quartile 3. Now what is the significance of this box plot is, within the box, if the line is exactly on the middle, it shows that the data is approximately normally distributed. If the line, which is the median, if it is falling towards downward or falling towards upward, it shows that it is skewed either towards the right hand side or towards the left hand side. So with this box plot, we can say that the data of age is normally distributed, and number 2 is that there is no outlier. If there is any outlier, you will be able to find some star mark or you will be able to find some circle on the either sides of the viscous. Now let us look at the height to check out is there any outlier is there. Now here in height also, in height, if you can zoom, you can make it very clearly that here it is not, the data is not perfectly normal because this median is coming towards the downward. Okay, it is not perfectly in the middle, but it is down. So now if you can scroll down, you can find the reason for it. You can see that third case, 7th case and 12th case, they are having the outlier. So if you can go to the data and if you can look at this height, like how it has specified number 3, number 7 and number 12. Number 3, number 7 and number 12, the height here what we have got is 665, which is extremely less. So now what do I have to do is, one way of me doing it is either we can put the average or I can put the preceding and succeeding value and take the average of it. Now let us check what is the average of this height. For this I'm going to this top. All right, so here what is the average? 141.90. But again, I'm not comfortable mentioning this height as the average because it is also having outliers. So it will consider those outliers. So I'm very much comfortable in taking the average by considering the preceding and succeeding value, which is 183 plus 154 divided by 2. That means 183 plus 154 divided by 2, which is 168.5. Okay, let us make it as 168. Then 173 and 162. 173 plus 162 divided by 2, which is 167. Okay, 167. I'm not mentioning 0.5. And then 168 plus 157. That is 168 plus 157 divided by 2, which is 162. 162. Right. So now I have corrected all the outliers. Again, I'm going to this SPSS output and I'm checking out is there any other outlier is there apart from. So now I have corrected this height. And now I'm going to weight. Now in weight also, you can see that there are some two important outliers, which is number 15 and number 13. Okay, now this is creating big problem, which is 60, 58, the average I can mention it as 59. Again, 58 and 88, 58, 88, I can mention it as 58 plus 88 divided by 2, which is 73, right? So these are all the ways that I can handle the outliers. So now, right now, I can say that the data is ready. So anybody is having any doubt on this till now? Anybody is having any doubt? So now I can also check out whether I'm having the outlier or not. Analyze, descriptive, explore, go here and click on OK. Right now you can scroll down. You can scroll down. Right now you can see that height is perfect. The box plot of height is perfect. Weight is also not having any outlier. Okay, and of course age initially itself it didn't have any outliers. So now with this work I can comfortably say that now my data is perfectly ready for doing any kind of analysis. Okay, either it is a descriptive analysis or whether it is an inferential analysis, because my data is not having any outliers and also my data is not having any kind of missing values, right? Anybody is having any doubt till here? Anybody is having any doubt till here?
Sir, what is the path to check the ways?
Sir, tell me, sir.
What is the path to check the?
What is the you want to repeat the path to check
Yes, sir.
the outlier and the So if you can look at the top, there is an option called analyze is there, no sir. Most of the analysis what we are doing, we will be able to do that through this analysis option only. Analyze descriptive statistics frequency, ADF. Through this, okay, bring all the whatever value that initially it will be like this, bring all the value towards the right hand side, okay, and click on OK. Through this option you will be able to identify what is the missing value, okay, and you can correct accordingly. So for missing value the path is analyze descriptive statistics and frequency, and then for outliers analyze descriptive statistics and explore. Okay, once you have come here, I'm going to choose only those open-ended questions, because the chances of participant giving wrong option is very less. So I have chosen only age, height and weight, where the participants can give whatever answer that they want, right? So those options only I have chosen and I have clicked on OK after choosing this outlier option, right? Clear, sir? Anybody else is having any other doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Sir, in variable view, what is the use of missing column?
Variable view. No, that we need not to fill it, sir. That we can leave it because we have already corrected all those missing values. Missing value is something that we need to handle it. One way is that if you find a participant has given too many missing values, you delete that response. Otherwise, the easier approach is before you start doing any kind of analysis, you take the average of it. Say, for example, if somebody has not mentioned the gender, check out which gender is a maximum. Let's say that if there are more number of male compared to female, then by default you can give it as a male. If there are two options which they have not specified gender, you give one for male and another one for female. So in that way, you are not biased towards any one particular gender. So you have to use your logic or your common sense and ensure that the data is filled without having any bias. That's the understanding that we need to have when it comes to missing value. The procedure is something different. You can use your own logic. Most of the time you can go for average. Otherwise you can go for the preceding and succeeding value. Right. So now before we wind up, I wanted to tell you about one more concept, okay, which is very important because still we have some 5-10 minutes of time. This is what we call it as reliability and validity. Now, when we may be doing a lot of tests, but in the panel, especially in PhD or in your internship, the evaluator will be asking, is the questionnaire reliable? And will be asking questionnaire validity. Me question. What let's say
Hello, Amit sir.
You are telling that reliability or validity is the important thing that which was missing there. Please come again, please. Tell me, sir. And you are not audible, sir, actually. Please check it with your bandwidth. Raja, sir. Raja, sir, are you there?
Yeah, yes, sir. Sir, he's online only, sir. Wait, let him get in.
Yeah. Please help with him, sir. I think
audible, sir?
Yeah, yes, sir. Audible, sir. Audible.
No, actually, I have lost the connection. So I'm turning off the camera because of some network issue is there. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Your
Yes,
screen
sir.
is visible. Go ahead with that, sir. You are telling that
Now
important thing,
I was explaining
reliability and
about,
validity.
yes, I was telling you about the concept of reliability and validity. Now, from now onwards, we'll be focusing on certain advanced topic. Now, the concept of reliability is repeatability. Reliability, you just replace it with the term repeatability. That is what we call it as reliability. That's what we call it as reliability. So, are we giving the same result? Is what we call it as reliability. Okay. Accuracy is something different. Validity is what we call it as accuracy. See, for example, if a weighing machine is giving 2 or 3 kg less, but it is giving the same result. That means it is not valid, but it is reliable. Let us say that the weighing machine, it is giving the rating as 68, another day it is giving it a 72, Another day it is giving it a 73. That means it is neither reliable nor it's same. It is giving 5 out of 5 or 4. Tomorrow is giving the same rating. That is what we call it as reliable, right? When it comes to valid, it talks about the accuracy. That means the one which you wanted to measure, are you able to measure it? Right. So now there are two different type of concepts that we can do with this. The kind of validity what I'm going to explain today is content validity. What is meant by content validity? For proving the content validity, you need not to do any kind of statistical analysis, but you just have to report it in your thesis or in your internship report that the data has been tested for content validity by discussing with the expert or discussing with the faculty or discussing with the subject matter. That is sufficient. When it comes to reliability, we have to do something called a Cronbach alpha test that talks about whether you are able to give the same result whichever you wanted to give. So for that, look at the screen. You have an option called analyze is there. Go for analyze. Then you have an option called scale. Go to scale. Then you have option like reliability analysis. Now, if you can look at it, for measuring the life satisfaction, I didn't ask only one question, but I have asked through several questions like ideal, not excellent, satisfied. So many questions that I have asked. So what you have to do is that I have to choose this, okay, and I have to choose all these options, bring it towards the right hand side and click on OK and check what is the Cronbach alpha result. Now you can see that the Cronbach alpha is 0.735, which indicate that the reliability is good. So long as if the Cronbach alpha is above 0.6 to 0.8, it shows that the reliability is moderate. If it is above 0.8, then it is very, very good, right? Something which is above 0.6 is acceptable. Lesser than 0.6, it is something which is not acceptable at all. So right now, I have told you two things. One is that what is meant by content validity. You need not to do any kind of testing for content validity, but you just have to put a writing in your report or in your thesis by mentioning that the data has been tested for content validity, because after designing the questionnaire, we have discussed with the subject matter expert, or we have discussed this with the subject matter expert and we have designed the questionnaire, which shows that one which you are measuring is the question that you are asking is actually measuring the variable which you wanted to measure. Say for example, you wanted to measure trust, and you have designed what is the question that you need to ask that some expert has to say. So that is what we call it as content validity. You can test the reliability by asking similar questions for the same variable. Say for example, you wanted to check whether somebody is an introvert or an extrovert. What are the ways that you can ask? You can ask by so many ways. You can ask, are you a talkative person? Are you a silent person? So like this, you can ask and take an average of it or submit, and you can come to know about whether the respondent has given the right option or not. Say for example, you wanted to ask whether somebody has eaten apple. You can ask a question, did you eat apple? Second one, you can ask, was the apple eaten by you? The person, whoever has given yes for eaten apple, and he should also give the answer as yes for the apple was eaten by him. Now this is what we call it as reliability. Reliability means consistency of the result, right? So through this way, you can actually measure the reliability through the concept of this Cronbach alpha, right? All right. So any other I think almost the second day it is over. Any other thing that you wanted to ask or you want me to include in the upcoming days?
Sir, will you tell them we have written
Yes.
Reliability and validity. Could you repeat?
Yes. Again, no voice from Amir sir. Oh my God. Again, no voice. All right. Am I audible? All right.
Yes, sir, you're
So I'll
audible.
see there is something in the, yeah. I think some fluctuation is there. I'll take care of it. I'll use some hotspot. I'll use it interchangeably. So now I just wanted to ask, like, any doubt on the topic that we have covered, because today's topic is again very crucial, because yesterday it was theory, today we downloaded the data and we have cleaned the data by way of still not, oh my god. So I think some internet connectivity issue is there, some problem is there. I will ensure that tomorrow you will not face this problem. Fine. I think some intermittent connection is there. Sometimes it is connecting, sometimes it is not connecting. The problem is there, it seems. Okay. So okay, sir. So today we will stop the session at this level itself. Okay. So tomorrow we will start doing some parametric test followed by some non-parametric test, and we'll also do some of the tests like factor analysis, cluster analysis, and on the last day we'll do this mediation and moderation. So today we have learned what is this reliability, validity, and we have also touched upon how do we have to handle the data and to clean the data. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for your patience and thanks for your time.
Hello, sir.
Thank you so
Mr.
much, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, sorry to interrupt. Actually, there is some technical issue, so some delay was there while I was recording the video. So can you do a favor, sir? Just
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
I recorded after it is the Excel sheet is opened in our SPSS tool, sir. Can you please close this application and show how to open it? That's it. Rest of it is recorded. Just
Which
opening of
one
the
you want to know, sir?
just opening this Excel sheet in this SPSS tool. That's it, sir. Can you just show it? Show up to that, sir. Remaining.
How to open the Excel through SPSS?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Go to File, click on Open, Data. Okay. You might have already downloaded it. Now choose this SPSS training survey and click on Open. That's it. Automatically it will open, and after that you just have to mention the level of measurement, what exactly it is, and if at all if it is required, you can give some values for the label also. Instead of you having one, you can have one for male, two for female, one for yes, two for no, like this. You can give the values also.
Okay, sir.
Not a problem, sir. We'll do that. Not a problem. Okay. Tomorrow we'll slightly brief it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Fine.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your informative session, sir. Thanks a lot. And thank you, participants, for your patience throughout the session. And we will meet tomorrow 2 o'clock in the day 3 session. Thank you. Thank you, Ananda.
Thank you, Raja, sir.
Okay, sir.